Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into the pretty wild world of iShowspeed. We're using insights from excerpts of iShowspeed, the chaotic rise of a digital icon, to really get a handle on how this guy from Cincinnati became, well, a huge internet thing.
Exactly. And our goal here isn't just to list facts, but to kind of unpack how Darren Watkins Jr., born back in 2005, managed such a meteoric rise. What was it about him? What specific things happened, or maybe just the timing that let him break through all that online noise so effectively?
Right. So to get it, we need to rewind a bit, back to the beginning. Think 2020, lockdown hits, and suddenly tons of people are firing up streams, yeah. Playing NBA 2K, Fortnite, the usual suspects. Darren Watkins Jr., he was one of them, starting out in that very, very crowded space. But most people kind of fizzle out there, don't they?
They absolutely do, and that's what makes his story stand out, really. Even early on, what made him different wasn't just the games he played, it was the how, that energy he had. It wasn't just high energy, it was almost disruptive. Think pure, unfiltered reactions, screaming, jumping around, this intensity that just wasn't typical gameplay stuff. It hinted at something bigger. He wasn't just a gamer, he was already putting on a show.
Yeah, and that's where things really take off, isn't it? Those explosive reactions, that
Yeah.
like totally over-the-top personality. It didn't just get attention, it caught fire. Clips of him just losing it, dancing, reacting like crazy,
Yeah.
they blew up everywhere. TikTok, YouTube Shorts. He basically turned into meme fuel overnight. Just endless little shareable moments.
And what's really fascinating here, I think, is how he shifted gears. He didn't stay just a gamer. Like, he'd play horror games, sure, but the content was his reaction, his genuine fear, right? Then he's reacting to music, trying challenges, even giving sports a go, football, soccer, whatever. That range, combined with how real he seemed, just pulled in way more people. Beyond just the gaming crowd, it showed a change, maybe, in what people wanted online. It wasn't just the activity, it was, well, him.
Definitely. And his whole journey is marked by
Mm-hmm.
these moments. You just don't forget they went viral, but they also kind of cemented him as this figure. Okay, let's unpack this a bit. I mean, who could forget when he finally met Cristiano Ronaldo, his absolute idol? That felt like a huge deal online, didn't it?
Ugh, massive.
Okay.
But that's just one piece. Think about his reactions watching live soccer games. Totally wild, often hilarious. That became its own kind of content. Or when he went to Japan, trying to speak Japanese, earnestly, but comedically, it showed him just throwing himself into things. And you gotta mention the fireworks incident. Accidentally setting off fireworks inside his room on stream. These weren't planned bits. They felt raw, unpredictable. That's what made people connect, I think. It felt real.
So if we boil it down,
Mm.
Speed is basically chaos, right? He's unpredictable, totally unscripted. He kind of embraces this controlled or maybe not so controlled mayhem. And weirdly, that's the draw. That's why millions watch.
Yeah, and if you connect that to the bigger picture, his rise says something interesting about right now, about digital culture. We're swimming in so much polished, perfect-looking content. His raw, unfiltered thing, even the messy parts, it feels different. Refreshing, almost defiant. It suggests audiences are maybe hungry for that. Not just entertainment, but like a real, unpredictable human connection. Even if it's chaotic, it's not just about going viral. It's maybe about finding something authentic in the super curated online world.
It's pretty amazing, though, how a streamer, basically just using his personality, built this global thing.
It really shows how viral fame, when it hooks onto a personality that's genuinely expressive, maybe wildly so,
Yeah.
can create this huge pull online today. Authenticity, even chaotic authenticity, resonates.
So it makes you wonder, doesn't it? What does iShowspeed's journey tell us about where entertainment is heading? And what kind of unscripted reality or maybe chaos is going to grab our attention next?